Here's a thought to ponder. What if the key to conquering your deepest fears lies in ancient wisdom from a philosophy known as Stoicism? Think about the way you face fear today. Could a shift in your mindset transform this natural emotion into a source of strength? In this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of Stoicism to uncover 10 lessons that promise to turn your fear into a force for empowerment. You might be surprised to learn that Stoicism doesn't advocate eliminating fear, but rather harnessing its energy to live a more fulfilled life. With a touch of humor and a dash of intrigue, we'll explore how these age-old teachings can apply to modern life, helping you face fear with courage, acceptance, and insight. So stick around, as we're about to reveal how you can use these timeless principles to navigate your biggest challenges and emerge stronger than ever. Lesson 1 involves facing fear with logic, a core tenet of Stoicism. Stoics believe that by confronting fear with reason, we can dismantle its overwhelming power. Picture this: you're about to give a big presentation at work and suddenly fear creeps in. Your heart races, your palms sweat, and your mind fills with doubt. However, instead of succumbing to panic, what if you pause to apply Stoic principles? Imagine breaking down the fear rationally. Begin by asking yourself what exactly is causing this fear. Is it the fear of failure or perhaps the fear of judgment? By defining the root of your anxiety, you can begin to see the situation more clearly. Consider the probability of your worst fears actually happening. Often, our minds exaggerate potential outcomes, making them feel larger than life. Stoics encourage us to challenge these distortions by evaluating them through the lens of logic. For example, the fear of public speaking is common, but rational analysis might reveal that the true risk involved is minimal compared to the potential benefits. You can rehearse, prepare, and remind yourself of past successes, all activities that align with a Stoic mindset. Embracing logic doesn't mean dismissing your feelings. Instead, it's about understanding them, using reason as a tool to tame the beast of fear. By continuously practicing this approach, you not only confront fear head-on, but also build a life of greater confidence and self-assurance. This method encourages you to see fear not as a barrier but as an opportunity for growth and learning. So, next time fear arises, try the Stoic approach, analyze it, reason with it, and watch its hold over you diminish. The role of rationality in Stoicism is akin to a skilled craftsman methodically dismantling a complex machine, piece by piece, to understand its inner workings. Imagine your fears as this intricate machine, seemingly daunting and impenetrable. Stoicism teaches us that rational thinking is the key to taking it apart. By breaking your fears down into manageable parts, you reveal their true nature, often finding them less terrifying than they first appeared. Let us take inspiration from the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who often emphasized questioning the reality of our fears. He suggested examining what is truly within our control and what lies beyond it. When you face a fear, ask yourself, is this something I can influence or is it beyond my reach? Understanding this distinction can dramatically reshape how you perceive your fears. Consider the fear of losing a job. It can seem insurmountable when viewed as a single, looming threat, but deconstructing it allows for clarity. Ask yourself, what aspects of this situation can I control? You might identify actions like improving your skills, networking, or updating your resume as steps you can take. Focusing on these elements rather than the fear itself leads to constructive action and reduces anxiety. Another example comes from Marcus Aurelius, who advised seeing life's challenges with an observer's eye. By treating fears as external events separate from your inner self, you can approach them more calmly. This method of rational detachment helps in breaking down fear's power over your emotions and decisions. Through rational analysis, fear becomes a series of smaller, solvable problems rather than an insurmountable obstacle. Embrace this Stoic tool and watch your ability to navigate fear with wisdom and clarity grow. The power of acceptance lies at the heart of Stoic wisdom, emphasizing the importance of embracing what we cannot change. Picture this as a calm, unwavering tree amidst a fierce storm, its roots steadfast despite the chaos around it. The tree cannot control the weather, yet it remains resilient because it accepts the elements as they are. In life, uncertainties loom like wild storms threatening to uproot our sense of stability. This is where the Stoic practice of acceptance shines. By acknowledging that some things are beyond our influence, we free ourselves from the anxiety born from clinging to control. Consider the fear of a loved one's illness. While it is natural to want to protect those we care about, the reality may be beyond our control. In this situation, acceptance does not mean indifference but rather a shift in focus. By accepting what is, we can better direct our energy towards being present, offering support, and finding peace in the shared moments. The renowned Stoic philosopher Seneca often spoke about the futility of resisting the inevitable. He urged us to welcome life as it unfolds, reminding us that anxiety arises not from events themselves but from our perception of them. By accepting the uncontrollable, we eliminate the paralyzing grip of anxiety. Acceptance reduces fear by transforming uncertainty into a space for growth and learning. Instead of being whirled about by the winds of fate, we learn to dance with them, finding strength in embracing the present moment. This perspective shift from control to acceptance can be transformative, allowing us to navigate life's unpredictability with grace and courage. In doing so, we not only find relief from fear, but also a deeper connection to what truly matters. Embrace this Stoic lesson and let acceptance guide you through the storms with calm and purpose. Embracing the present is a fundamental tenet of Stoic philosophy, inviting us to immerse ourselves in the now as a way to dissolve the fears that dwell on the fringes of past regrets and future anxieties. Imagine the present moment as an unblemished canvas where each brushstroke is an intentional choice, painting a picture of calm and awareness. By focusing on what is within our immediate influence, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of fear. Let us turn to the famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who once emphasized that this very moment is all we ever truly possess. He urged us to cultivate mindfulness and presence, reminding us that the past is beyond alteration and the future remains uncertain. By living fully in the present, we harness the power to shape how we respond to life's challenges. There is wisdom in the story of the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He often reflected on the importance of seizing the present, understanding that it is only by embracing the current moment that we can truly live with intention and clarity. In his meditations, he wrote about the futility of directing our mental energy towards what lies beyond our control and encouraged us to instead focus our efforts on the here and now. Picture yourself, for instance, facing the fear of an impending examination or job interview. The mind may wander to thoughts of past failures or potential disappointments. However, by grounding yourself in the present, you can direct your energy towards preparation, focus, and calmness. This practice not only eases the burden of anxiety, but also enhances your performance. Marcus Aurelius wisely noted that we should act on what is at hand, cultivating virtue through our actions in the present rather than dwelling in anticipation or reminiscence. Embracing the present moment is not about denial of reality, but a celebration of what is possible when we align ourselves with the now. It transforms fear from a paralyzing force into an opportunity to act, to be, and to grow. By being present, we unlock the strength within, enabling us to face each moment with courage and an open heart. Let this Stoic insight guide you in turning fear into a stepping stone towards living a more fulfilled and fearless life. Understanding control is a central pillar of Stoicism and involves grasping the dichotomy of control. Imagine life as a vast ocean with each person at the helm of their own ship. Some things are like the wind and the waves beyond one's command, while others are within one's grasp, like the ship's rudder and sails. Stoicism teaches us to differentiate between what we can control and what we cannot. By mastering this distinction, we can alleviate fears rooted in uncertainty and change. Consider this: the fear of change can be likened to a sudden storm at sea. If we focus solely on trying to control the weather, we find ourselves overwhelmed and fearful of the unknown. However, if we center our efforts on steering the ship, adjusting the sails, and navigating through the storm, our sense of empowerment grows. This is the essence of the Stoic dichotomy of control. The famous Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that while external events are largely outside our influence, our responses to these events are entirely within our own power. By honing our focus on our attitudes and actions, we free ourselves from the futile pursuit of controlling the uncontrollable, reducing anxiety and fear along the way. Let us reflect on the fear of receiving criticism. The opinions of others, like external weather conditions, lie beyond our realm of control. Yet how we perceive and react to this criticism is directly in our hands. By choosing to respond with understanding and resilience, we transform fear into an opportunity for learning and self-improvement. Through practice, distinguishing between what we can change and what we must accept becomes second nature, allowing us to approach life's uncertainties with confidence and calm. This understanding grants us the wisdom to relinquish the illusion of total control and embrace a more harmonious existence. The Stoic dichotomy of control acts as a compass, guiding us through the tumultuous seas of life by showing us where to focus our energies. Embrace this lesson, and you will discover a newfound sense of peace and assurance as you steer your life ship with clarity and purpose. Practical applications of control in our daily lives can be transformative when we truly grasp the Stoic dichotomy of control. Imagine standing at a crossroads where one path represents the areas of life we can influence and the other leads to the aspects we cannot. Let's explore how this lesson applies in everyday situations, helping us manage our fears effectively. Think about a common scenario like being stuck in traffic. It is easy to feel frustrated and anxious as the minutes tick by, but this is a perfect opportunity to practice the Stoic principle of control. The traffic itself is beyond your influence, much like an unpredictable storm. However, your reaction to it is entirely yours to shape. Try using this time to practice deep breathing exercises, listen to an inspiring podcast, or plan your day. By focusing on what you can control, your mindset and actions, the sense of helplessness fades, replaced by a calm acceptance. Another example is dealing with workplace stress, which might originate from tight deadlines or difficult colleagues. Although you cannot control the external pressures of your work environment, you have the power to manage your responses. Begin by identifying specific tasks you can tackle one step at a time, rather than being overwhelmed by the whole project. Engage in a brief midday meditation to center yourself, or take a walk to clear your mind. These small yet intentional actions help restore a sense of control over your emotions and reactions. For those wanting to dive deeper into this practice, here's a simple exercise. At the end of each day, reflect on various events that occurred and categorize them into two lists, one for things within your control and another for those outside it. This exercise not only reinforces the concept but also encourages self-awareness and growth, enabling you to approach future fears with clarity and composure. By integrating the Stoic understanding of control into your daily routine, you cultivate resilience and a more serene outlook on life's uncertainties. This approach reveals that by steering the focus towards our responses, we can alleviate the grip that fear holds, paving the way for a more empowered life. Courage as a virtue is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, standing tall not as the absence of fear but as the ability to act despite it. Think of fear as a thick fog on a winding road. While it may obscure your view, it does not change the path ahead. Stoic wisdom teaches us that courage is like a lantern lighting the way through this uncertainty. It urges us to move forward even when fear attempts to hold us back. The Stoics believed that fear and courage are two sides of the same coin. To cultivate courage, they focused on consistently taking small, brave steps in the face of fear. This practice transforms our approach to fearful situations by building a reservoir of inner strength. Picture a person who fears public speaking. By gradually exposing themselves to smaller speaking engagements, they harness their fear and transform it into a catalyst for confidence. Each step forward feeds their courage, making the once dreaded stage a place of growth and potential. The renowned Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us that courage is not born from recklessness but from the clarity in understanding what truly matters. He teaches that by aligning our actions with our values, we can face fear with purpose and determination. When you look at fear as a challenge to overcome rather than a barrier, you open the door to transformative experiences. Courage allows us to engage with life fully, embracing both the known and the unknown with open arms. It invites us to live boldly with the acceptance that fear is a natural part of the journey, yet not a defining one. In cultivating this Stoic virtue, we not only navigate fear with grace but also enrich our lives with resilience and wisdom. Embrace courage and watch as it reshapes fear into a stepping stone, guiding you towards a more empowered existence. Historical examples of Stoic courage offer a glimpse into how timeless this virtue truly is. Imagine the renowned Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, who is often celebrated as a paragon of Stoic wisdom. Picture him facing the immense pressures of ruling an empire plagued by wars and plagues with an unyielding sense of duty and resilience. His ability to maintain calm and rationality under such daunting circumstances highlights the very essence of Stoic courage. He documented his reflections and meditations, offering insight into how he navigated fear by focusing on inner strength and virtue, serving as a beacon of inspiration even today. Then consider the story of Cato the Younger, an esteemed Roman statesman known for his unwavering principles and fortitude. His defiance against Julius Caesar in defense of the Republic, even when facing immense political pressure and personal risk, exemplifies Stoic courage in action. His life teaches us the power of standing firm in one's values no matter the external challenges, encouraging us to hold true to our convictions when confronted by fear. Another remarkable example is Epictetus, born into slavery yet rising to become a revered Stoic philosopher. Despite the harsh conditions of his early life, he embraced the Stoic teachings of focusing on what is within one's control and letting go of what is not. His perseverance and ability to rise above adversity remind us that courage often stems from our response to circumstances rather than the circumstances themselves. These historical figures demonstrate that Stoic courage transcends time, offering valuable lessons on living with integrity, bravery, and wisdom. Their lives inspire us to face our fears with the same spirit, empowering us to approach life's challenges with a Stoic mindset. By looking to their examples, we find motivation to cultivate courage within ourselves, paving the way to a more empowered and fearless existence. The impermanence of fear is a profound lesson within Stoic philosophy, teaching us to view fear not as a permanent state but as a fleeting emotion. Imagine fear as a passing cloud in an endless sky, constantly changing shape and never lingering in one place for long. By recognizing that fear is temporary, we empower ourselves to face it head-on and move beyond its grip. Stoic thinkers like Seneca remind us that emotions, including fear, are transient, much like the seasons. Embracing this truth allows us to challenge the hold fear may have over our decisions and actions. Consider a time when fear seemed all-consuming, perhaps in the face of a significant life change or challenge. At that moment, it may have felt inescapable, yet over time, the fear likely shifted, diminished, or even disappeared altogether. This shift reflects the natural ebb and flow of emotions that Stoicism encourages us to observe. By acknowledging this pattern, we can strategically distance ourselves from fear, viewing it as a momentary obstacle rather than a defining experience. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on the present moment, a space where fear loses its power. In doing so, we find ourselves more capable of making rational decisions rather than reacting impulsively to fear-induced anxiety. By understanding the impermanent nature of fear, we gain the confidence to engage with life's uncertainties more openly. This perspective invites us to welcome challenges as opportunities to grow, recognizing that fear is simply a catalyst for transformation. The Stoic lesson on the transience of fear equips us with the resilience to navigate life's unpredictability with grace and assurance, turning what once seemed daunting into a chance for personal development and strength. Techniques for overcoming temporary fears can be incredibly effective when rooted in Stoic philosophy. Imagine fear as a shadow momentarily cast but always fleeting. To navigate these shadows, Stoicism provides tools that help in recognizing and moving past them. One powerful technique is visualization. Picture yourself encountering a feared situation. Now visualize navigating through it successfully, embracing the strength within you. This exercise not only prepares the mind to face fear with calm, but also reinforces confidence by mentally rehearsing triumph over adversity. Visualization shifts focus from what could go wrong to what can be achieved, transforming fear into a tool for empowerment. Another Stoic method to address temporary fear involves shifting perspective. Consider how a change in viewpoint can alter your emotional response. When caught in a moment of fear, try adopting the perspective of an impartial observer. Ask yourself how someone detached would see the situation. This can help in reducing the emotional charge tied to your fears, offering clarity and calm. Marcus Aurelius often spoke about viewing our fears with an objective lens, treating them as external challenges rather than internal crises. By mimicking this approach, you can alleviate the intensity of fear, seeing it for what it truly is, a momentary feeling rather than an absolute truth. Pairing visualization with perspective shifts creates a robust strategy for overcoming temporary fears. When fear arises, first visualize your successful navigation through the challenge, then step back and reevaluate the situation from an outsider's viewpoint. This combination empowers you to manage fear with rationality and composure. The insights gained from these practices reinforce the Stoic belief that fear, while inevitable, is always a bridge to greater resilience and growth. Use these techniques to transform fear from a paralyzing force into a stepping stone, guiding you toward a more fearless and fulfilling life. The wisdom of premeditation, known as Premeditatio malorum in Stoic philosophy, offers a powerful approach to managing fear by preparing for the worst-case scenarios. Imagine standing at the edge of an unknown journey, the path shrouded in uncertainty. Stoicism teaches us to mentally walk through these challenges in advance, arming ourselves with insight and resilience. By contemplating potential outcomes, we reduce the shock and emotional impact should they occur. Think of it as a rehearsal for life's unexpected turns. Visualize facing a situation that might cause fear, such as a confrontation or a significant change. By anticipating the possible difficulties and imagining your response, you create a blueprint that guides your actions with clarity and purpose. This exercise doesn't mean dwelling on negativity, but rather acknowledging the full spectrum of possibilities to enhance readiness. The Stoic philosophers like Seneca embraced premeditatio malorum as a way to detach from fear's paralyzing grip. He believed that by rehearsing potential adversities, we fortify our minds against unexpected blows. Picture yourself mentally preparing for a challenging exam or unforeseen career shift. By considering various scenarios and outcomes, you strip fear of its unexpected nature, transforming potential surprises into manageable expectations. This practice enables us to face life's uncertainties with composure and strength. The true essence of premeditation lies in its ability to turn fear from a looming threat into a calculated variable, empowering us to act with determination and focus. Embrace this Stoic wisdom and let it guide you in transforming fear into foresight, paving the way for a more resilient and fearless journey through life. Practical exercises in premeditation provide a roadmap for applying this Stoic technique to common fears, enhancing your ability to remain calm and composed. To begin, take a quiet moment to sit comfortably and focus on your breath. Close your eyes and bring to mind a fear you often encounter, such as the fear of failing an important exam or the anxiety of missing a deadline at work. Now picture this fear unfolding and imagine the different scenarios and potential outcomes. As you visualize, consider how you would ideally respond to each situation with patience and rational thinking. This mental rehearsal prepares you for various possibilities, reducing the surprise factor and increasing your resilience. Next, extend this exercise by writing down the specific steps you would take in response to these scenarios. By outlining a practical plan, you create a sense of control and preparedness, turning the unknown into a series of manageable actions. Another exercise involves role-playing with a friend or in front of a mirror. Describe your fear and practice articulating your responses aloud, strengthening your ability to maintain composure under pressure. The act of speaking your fears diminishes their power over you, fostering confidence and calm. Remember to reflect on these exercises daily, revisiting and revising your plans as needed. Over time, this practice not only builds mental fortitude but also cultivates a greater understanding of how to face fears with clarity and purpose. By integrating premeditation into your routine, you transform it into a powerful tool for navigating life's uncertainties with wisdom and grace. These exercises invite you to see fear not as an overwhelming wave, but as a predictable current you can ride with poise and strategy. The Stoic approach to loss is a profound exploration of embracing detachment and acceptance to mitigate the fear of losing loved ones or possessions. Imagine life as a flowing river, where everything we hold dear is like leaves gently carried downstream. Stoicism teaches us to cherish these moments yet remain unattached to the current. By cultivating an attitude of detachment, we can navigate the complexities of loss with resilience. Consider the fear of losing a loved one, a deeply human emotion that often grips our hearts with anxiety. The Stoics advise us to embrace the impermanence of life, encouraging us to appreciate our relationships while accepting that they may change or end. This perspective allows us to savor the present moment without being shackled by the fear of its eventual transformation. Similarly, when it comes to possessions, the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that external things are temporary and beyond our ultimate control. By shifting our focus from accumulation to meaningful experiences, we release the hold that material loss can have on our peace of mind. Imagine yourself treasuring a beloved object, yet acknowledging that its value lies not in its permanence but in the joy it brings you now. Acceptance forms the backbone of the Stoic response to loss. Through acceptance, we transform fear into a gentle understanding of life's natural ebb and flow. Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the transient nature of existence, urging us to live in harmony with the universe's cycles. By aligning ourselves with this wisdom, we find solace in knowing that life is a series of beginnings and endings, teaching us to embrace each chapter with an open heart. Let this Stoic approach guide you in transforming the fear of loss into a journey of growth, where every encounter enriches you without binding you with anxiety. Real-life applications of detachment reveal the profound impact of Stoic principles in overcoming fears of loss. Let us journey into the life of James, a cherished friend who faced the daunting fear of losing his job during a company restructuring. Instead of succumbing to panic and anxiety, James embraced the Stoic practice of detachment. He shifted his focus from the fear of losing his position to the elements within his control, such as updating his skills and networking for new opportunities. By concentrating on actions rather than outcomes, James navigated the uncertainty with confidence, ultimately finding a new role that aligned more closely with his values and aspirations. This experience illustrates how detachment empowered James to view change not as a loss but as a pathway to growth. Another compelling example is Sarah, a devoted mother who grappled with the fear of her children growing up and becoming independent. Rather than clinging to the notion of eternal childhood, Sarah chose to appreciate each stage of her children's development while accepting the inevitability of their independence. By releasing her attachment to their constant presence, she strengthened their relationship, fostering a sense of mutual respect and support. This story highlights how Stoic detachment can transform fear of loss into a celebration of life's natural cycles. These anecdotes demonstrate that by embracing detachment, individuals can face the uncertainties of life with grace and resilience. They remind us that fears of loss, when met with Stoic wisdom, become opportunities for introspection and empowerment. Through detachment, we unlock the freedom to live with purpose and peace, appreciating each moment without being burdened by its inevitable change. These real-life applications of Stoic detachment serve as guiding lights, encouraging us to navigate life's transitions with courage and clarity. Building inner fortitude is a key focus of Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the development of inner strength and resilience to confidently face fears. Imagine your inner self as a fortress, sturdy and unwavering, providing a safe haven amidst life's storms. Stoicism teaches us to construct this inner fortress by nurturing virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. These virtues become our tools, fortifying our mental and emotional resilience against the challenges that life throws our way. Consider the wisdom of Epictetus, who often emphasized the importance of knowing what lies within our control and what does not. By focusing on what we can control, we strengthen our resolve, drawing confidence from our ability to respond deliberately rather than react impulsively. This clarity reduces the noise of fear, providing space for calm and rational decision-making. The practice of regularly reflecting on our beliefs and values further builds inner fortitude, aligning our actions with our true selves and fostering a sense of purpose. Think about the everyday challenges you encounter, like meeting deadlines or dealing with conflict. By viewing these as opportunities to exercise your inner strength, you gradually cultivate resilience. With each challenge faced, your inner fortress becomes more robust, ready to withstand the next wave of fear. Another crucial aspect is self-discipline, which empowers us to stay committed to our principles even in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, often wrote about the importance of maintaining focus on what truly matters, encouraging us to remain steadfast in our goals. By practicing self-discipline, we reinforce our inner fortitude, ensuring that fear becomes a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Ultimately, the Stoic focus on building inner fortitude is about nurturing an unshakable inner core that supports us through life's uncertainties. This internal strength acts as a foundation, enabling us to approach fear not only with courage but with a profound sense of assurance and growth. Embrace this Stoic lesson and watch your ability to navigate fear with confidence expand, transforming your approach to life's challenges with grace and determination. The continuation of developing inner fortitude involves engaging in practical activities that can be seamlessly woven into your daily routine. Imagine strengthening your inner resolve much like a gardener tending to their garden, nurturing each plant with care and dedication. Begin each day with a moment of reflection and intention setting. Find a quiet space where you can sit comfortably and focus on your breath. As you breathe in deeply, consider what virtues or qualities you wish to cultivate, such as patience, courage, or empathy. This simple practice aligns your mind and spirit, setting the tone for a resilient day ahead. Another effective exercise is journaling. Dedicate a few minutes each evening to reflect on your day. Write about the challenges you faced and how you responded to them, consider what you learned and how you might approach similar situations in the future. This process not only reinforces your understanding of yourself, but also builds fortitude by turning experiences into lessons. Physical exercise is another cornerstone of developing resilience. Engage in a form of movement that you enjoy, whether it is walking, yoga, or strength training. Physical activity strengthens not just the body but also the mind, enhancing your ability to manage stress and anxiety. As you work out, visualize your inner strength growing with each movement, fortifying your resolve. Meditation is a powerful tool for cultivating inner fortitude. Set aside time each day to practice mindfulness, focusing on the present moment without judgment. This exercise enhances self-awareness and helps you remain calm amidst life's storms. By regularly practicing meditation, you build a reservoir of inner peace that supports you in confronting fears with clarity and confidence. Lastly, engage in acts of kindness. Simple gestures of goodwill towards others nurture empathy and compassion, qualities that reinforce inner resilience. Whether it is offering a kind word to a friend or volunteering in your community, these actions connect you with the world around you, strengthening your inner foundation. By integrating these exercises into your routine, you transform daily life into a nurturing ground for resilience and strength. Let these practices guide you in building an inner fortress, ready to face any fear with grace and assurance. Viewing fear as an opportunity is a transformative Stoic belief that reframes the way we perceive challenges, turning what might seem like obstacles into chances for growth and empowerment. Imagine fear as an unsculpted block of marble, brimming with potential but requiring the right perspective to reveal its true form. Through the lens of Stoicism, fear is not something to be shunned but rather embraced as a catalyst for development. The Stoics teach us that fear offers valuable insights into our vulnerabilities and areas for improvement, acting as a guiding light towards personal evolution. Consider a moment when fear held you back, perhaps during a career change or a relationship decision. By approaching such situations with a Stoic mindset, you can transform fear into a tool for self-discovery. Ask yourself what the fear is highlighting and use it to pinpoint where growth is needed. This reflection encourages you to step out of your comfort zone, fostering resilience and adaptability. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the notion of using life's adversities as stepping stones. He urged us to see every difficulty as a chance to cultivate inner virtues such as patience, courage, and wisdom. By viewing fear in this way, we are encouraged to act with intention and determination, seizing the opportunity to become stronger and more self-aware individuals. Let us draw inspiration from the story of a young artist who feared criticism of their work. Instead of retreating, they embraced the fear, using it as motivation to refine their skills and ultimately gain recognition for their art. This perspective enabled the artist to perceive fear as a doorway to achievement, not a barrier to creativity. By embracing the Stoic belief that fear is an invitation for growth, we shift our mindset from avoidance to acceptance, opening ourselves to the transformative power of challenges. This approach empowers us to navigate life with confidence, turning fear into a trusted ally on the journey to personal development and fulfillment. Let this Stoic insight inspire you to look beyond the surface of fear, recognizing its potential to shape you into a more empowered version of yourself. Imagine the story of Helen, a woman who had long feared speaking up in meetings at work. Her apprehension was rooted in the fear of judgment and rejection, making every meeting a source of anxiety. However, inspired by Stoic teachings, she decided to confront this fear as an opportunity for growth. Helen began by volunteering to present small topics her team was working on, breaking down her fear into manageable pieces. Each successful presentation built her confidence, and over time, she transformed her fear into strength. Helen's willingness to face her fear not only improved her communication skills but also opened doors to new leadership opportunities within her company. Her journey illustrates how viewing fear as an opportunity can lead to personal and professional growth. Let's consider another example, that of Alex, a young entrepreneur who feared failing his startup. The fear of financial ruin and the judgment of peers loomed over him, threatening to hold him back. Drawing on Stoic wisdom, Alex reframed his fear as a motivator to learn and innovate. He embraced the potential for failure not as a setback but as a necessary step in his journey. With each challenge, Alex's resilience grew, and he developed a newfound ability to adapt in the face of adversity. This approach allowed him to refine his business model, eventually leading to success. Lastly, there is the story of Maria, a dedicated teacher who feared losing her ability to connect with her students. She knew that maintaining this bond was essential to her effectiveness as an educator, but the prospect of losing it caused her great anxiety. Encouraged by Stoic philosophy, Maria decided to embrace this fear by trying new teaching methods and engaging more deeply with her students. This shift not only enhanced her rapport with them but also enriched her teaching experience. Maria's story shows how facing fear can deepen one's passion and impact. These examples of Helen, Alex, and Maria highlight the transformative power of embracing fear as an opportunity for growth. Each of them faced their fears head-on, allowing those fears to guide them towards self-improvement and success. By adopting a Stoic perspective, they turned fear from a hindrance into a catalyst for personal development. Let these stories inspire you to see fear not as a limitation but as a pathway to becoming a better version of yourself. The influence of community support is a vital element of Stoic philosophy, highlighting the importance of forming connections and leaning on support networks when confronting fears. Imagine facing a formidable mountain, its peak shrouded in misty clouds. The climb may seem daunting alone, but with a group of fellow travelers by your side, each step becomes more manageable. Stoicism teaches us that while inner resilience is crucial, the strength we gain from our community is equally invaluable. By embracing the wisdom of those around us and allowing ourselves to be supported, we enhance our courage and determination. Picture yourself attending a community gathering or joining a group dedicated to personal growth. Each interaction offers an opportunity to share experiences and draw inspiration from others who have faced similar fears. These connections create a safety net, helping you feel understood and less isolated in your struggles. The philosopher Epictetus often emphasized the importance of surrounding yourself with people who uplift and challenge you to grow, reminding us that the company we keep can shape our perspective and fortitude. When you share your fears with a trusted friend or mentor, you may discover new insights or strategies you had not considered, illuminating a path forward. This collaboration not only eases the burden of fear, but also fosters a sense of belonging and purpose. Imagine a close-knit circle of companions who are there to offer encouragement and celebrate your progress. Their presence can act as a guiding light, reminding you that you are never truly alone on your journey. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, human beings were made to help one another. By actively participating in a supportive network, you strengthen not only your own resolve but also the bonds that enrich your life. Let this Stoic lesson remind you of the power found in unity, where shared strength and empathy transform fear from a solitary burden into a collective triumph. Embrace the influence of community support and let it guide you to face your fears with renewed confidence and solidarity. Building a support network is not simply about accumulating numbers, but about fostering meaningful and authentic connections. The first step in cultivating a robust network is to identify and nurture relationships with individuals who genuinely understand and support you. Begin by reaching out to friends or colleagues with whom you share mutual values and goals. Hosting regular meetups or joining interest-based groups can also provide fertile ground for new friendships, creating spaces where you can connect over shared interests and challenges. Look for local clubs, workshops, or online communities that align with your interests or the areas where you seek growth. These environments offer opportunities to meet like-minded individuals who can provide fresh perspectives and encouragement. To strengthen these relationships, ensure there is a balance of give and take. Offer support to others in your network by actively listening and providing encouragement. In doing so, you cultivate a sense of reciprocity that enriches the connection and reinforces the bonds of trust and collaboration. Another effective strategy is to seek mentorship from those who have faced similar fears or challenges. A mentor can provide valuable insights and guidance, helping you navigate your journey with greater clarity. Do not hesitate to reach out and express your admiration and interest in learning from their experiences. Remember that building a support network is an ongoing process. Regularly evaluate your connections and be open to welcoming new relationships that align with your evolving path. This approach ensures that your network remains dynamic and reflective of your growth and aspirations. By fostering a supportive community, you create a strong foundation that empowers you to confront and overcome your fears, knowing that you are backed by a group of allies who understand and uplift you. Let this Stoic principle inspire you to embrace the strength found in unity, guiding you to a more resilient and fearless life. Finding the balance between self-reliance and community is a cornerstone of Stoic wisdom, guiding us in facing fears with both personal strength and collective support. Picture yourself as a tree firmly rooted in the soil of self-reliance, able to stand tall and resilient. Yet, like the trees in a forest, we find additional strength and stability through connection with others. Stoicism teaches us that true empowerment comes from cultivating this harmony between independence and interdependence. As we navigate fears, it's essential to recognize our inner resources, the courage, wisdom, and resilience that lie within. These are the roots that anchor us, giving us the capacity to face challenges with confidence and poise. Embrace self-reliance by turning inwards and reflecting on your strengths, much like a Stoic philosopher meditating on personal virtues. Understand that self-reliance is about trusting in your ability to act and make decisions that align with your values. Simultaneously, acknowledge the importance of reaching out to your community. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus emphasize that humans are inherently social beings, designed to learn from and support one another. When confronting fears, consider how sharing your experiences or seeking advice from others can illuminate new perspectives or solutions that you might not have considered on your own. Imagine being part of a community of travelers embarking on a journey together. Each member draws from their unique insights and skills, contributing to the group's collective wisdom. This interdependence enriches the journey, turning obstacles into shared triumphs rather than solitary struggles. By finding this balance, we cultivate resilience not just within ourselves but also in our shared humanity. Let this Stoic insight guide you in blending self-reliance with community support, creating a life where fears are met with both personal courage and the strength of collective unity. Embrace this dual approach, and you'll discover a more enriched and fearless existence. Integrating Stoicism into daily life begins with recognizing its potential to be both a guiding philosophy and a practical strategy for managing fear and uncertainty. Imagine Stoic principles as seeds of wisdom, ready to be planted into the fertile soil of everyday experiences. By nurturing these seeds, you create a resilient framework for navigating life's challenges. Start each day with a morning reflection, setting your intention to face the day with Stoic virtues like courage and wisdom. This mindful practice anchors your mindset, preparing you to approach any fears with clarity and composure. Throughout the day, make it a habit to pause and reflect on the dichotomy of control. When faced with stress or anxiety, ask yourself what lies within your influence and what does not. This simple distinction empowers you to focus your energy where it truly matters, reducing the grip of fear over your emotions. consider keeping a Stoic journal where you note moments of fear and uncertainty alongside reflections on the Stoic lessons you've learned. Over time, this habit cultivates self-awareness and reinforces your understanding of these principles. Engage in regular mindfulness or meditation practices to center yourself. These moments of stillness build inner fortitude, allowing you to respond to fear with calm and deliberate actions. Whether it is a few minutes of focused breathing or a longer meditation session, these practices integrate Stoicism seamlessly into your routine. Another powerful way to embed Stoicism into daily life is through gratitude. At the end of each day, list things you're grateful for, acknowledging the positives amid the challenges. This exercise shifts your focus from fear to appreciation, fostering a more balanced perspective. By integrating Stoicism in these ways, you turn philosophy into a lived experience, consistently applying its lessons to manage fear and uncertainty with grace and strength. Embrace these practices and watch as they transform your life into one characterized by resilience and mindful empowerment. Combining Stoicism with modern techniques offers a powerful and comprehensive approach to managing fear, drawing from age-old wisdom and contemporary psychological insight. Imagine blending the timeless principles of Stoicism with the latest advancements in psychology, creating a toolkit that is both deeply rooted in history and refreshingly relevant. One way to achieve this integration is by pairing Stoic practices like rational analysis with cognitive behavioral therapy, a modern method that also emphasizes changing thought patterns. Think of a moment when fear arises, perhaps during a social event or presentation. By applying cognitive behavioral strategies, you might identify and reframe distorted thoughts, while Stoic rationality encourages you to examine these fears through logic, seeking truth over assumption. Together, these techniques form a cohesive method for dismantling fear at its core. Another approach involves integrating mindfulness practices with the Stoic concept of presence. While Stoicism invites us to live fully in the present moment, contemporary mindfulness techniques provide structured exercises to enhance this awareness. Consider combining Stoic reflection exercises with guided mindfulness meditation, grounding yourself in the present while letting go of future anxieties. This combination cultivates a steady mind, reducing fear's impact over time. Embrace the use of positive psychology to enhance the Stoic focus on virtues and strengths. While Stoicism teaches the cultivation of virtues like courage and wisdom, positive psychology provides tools to identify and nurture these strengths in daily life. Picture yourself engaging in activities aligned with your core values, strengthening your inner fortitude and reducing fear's grip. By aligning these two paradigms, you create a more balanced and empowered approach to fear management. In addition, explore incorporating the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum with exposure therapy, a technique often used to desensitize individuals to their fears through gradual exposure. Imagine preparing mentally for worst-case scenarios while gently exposing yourself to fear-inducing situations, building resilience and confidence simultaneously. This pairing empowers you to confront fears with both foresight and experience. By combining Stoicism with modern psychological techniques, you create a holistic framework that draws on the strengths of both worlds. Let this integration guide you in crafting a personalized strategy for fear management, one that honors the wisdom of the past while embracing the innovations of the present. Embrace these combined practices and step into a life characterized by courage, insight, and resilience. Reflecting on the journey through these Stoic lessons, take a moment to pause and consider how your understanding of fear has evolved. Picture fear as an imposing wall that once seemed impermeable. Now, with these insights from Stoicism, perhaps it appears more like a series of stepping stones across the river of life. Each lesson offers a new perspective, encouraging you to see fear not as an insurmountable challenge, but as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Ask yourself which Stoic principles resonated most with you. Was it facing fear with logic, understanding control, or perhaps embracing courage as a virtue? Each principle offers a unique lens through which to view and approach fear. As you reflect on these teachings, think about how you can weave them into the fabric of your daily life. Can rational thinking help you navigate a current challenge, or might accepting uncertainty provide peace in a situation beyond your control? Let these lessons inspire you to take the first step in applying them to your life. Whether it is through journaling your thoughts, engaging in mindfulness practices, or sharing these insights with others, the key lies in consistent and intentional practice. Picture the potential changes in your life as you gradually implement these Stoic ideas. How might your relationships, career, or personal growth transform as a result of facing fears with newfound clarity and composure? Consider setting small, achievable goals that reflect your commitment to integrating these lessons. Remember, the journey of Stoicism is ongoing, a continuous cycle of learning and application. Embrace this opportunity to transform fear into a catalyst for empowerment. Let this period of reflection guide you in not only understanding but living these Stoic principles, creating a path to a more resilient and fulfilling life. In conclusion, let us revisit the 10 powerful Stoic lessons that have guided us on this journey through fear. We began by facing fear with logic, unraveling its overwhelming presence through rational analysis. This foundation allowed us to embrace the power of acceptance, finding peace in what we cannot control. We then explored the Stoic dichotomy of control, learning to focus our energies on aspects within our influence rather than being swayed by the uncontrollable forces of life. Courage emerged as a vital virtue, empowering us to act despite fear's presence, while historical examples of Stoic courage inspired us to follow in the footsteps of those who have faced adversities with resilience. Recognizing fear's impermanence enabled us to approach it as a temporary emotion, while techniques for overcoming fears reminded us of the value in visualization and perspective. The practice of premeditation armed us with foresight, preparing us for life's potential challenges with calm readiness. As we explored the Stoic approach to loss, we found solace in detachment, freeing ourselves from the anxiety of change and impermanence. Building inner fortitude strengthened our resolve, equipping us with the resilience to meet fear with courage and assurance. Viewing fear as an opportunity transformed it into a conduit for growth, opening doors to new possibilities. Finally, the influence of community support highlighted the power of shared strength, reminding us that we are never alone in our journey. Each of these lessons offers a practical and effective strategy for overcoming fear, yet their true power lies in consistent practice and mindfulness. By integrating these teachings into our daily lives, we cultivate a resilient mindset equipped to face fear with clarity and confidence. Let this recap serve as a reminder of the profound wisdom Stoicism provides, guiding you to a life of fearless growth and fulfillment. Now that we have journeyed through the empowering teachings of Stoicism, it is time to turn the conversation over to you. How has fear played a role in your life, and have you found strength in Stoic principles to overcome it? We invite you to share your stories, insights, and experiences in the comments below. Let us create a vibrant dialogue where we learn from each other's journeys and support one another in the pursuit of personal growth. Your voice can inspire others who may be facing similar challenges, fostering a community of encouragement and understanding. If these Stoic lessons have resonated with you, consider subscribing to our channel for more thought-provoking content that delves into the depths of philosophy and personal development. By subscribing, you become part of a community of like-minded individuals, all seeking wisdom and empowerment in their daily lives. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let us embrace the transformative power of Stoicism, one lesson at a time, and continue to grow into the best versions of ourselves. Join us on this journey and let your path to a fearless and fulfilling life unfold with every step. Fear is an inescapable part of the human experience, much like the changing seasons that cycle through our lives. But it is in this inevitability that we find a powerful choice: to let fear paralyze us or to use it as a stepping stone for growth. Stoic wisdom teaches us that fear is not an enemy but a teacher, illuminating the path toward self-awareness and resilience. Reflect on Marcus Aurelius, who once said that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. By embracing fear with open arms, we unlock its potential to transform us into stronger and more insightful beings. Imagine fear as a river and growth as a bridge spanning its width. With each lesson learned from Stoic philosophy, we lay the planks that construct this bridge, allowing us to traverse from apprehension to empowerment. The journey may not always be easy, but it is through this journey that we discover our true capabilities. So, as we part ways on this exploration of Stoic insights, carry with you the knowledge that fear is simply a companion on the road to personal development. Let this understanding inspire you to approach each challenge, each moment, with courage and curiosity, as you continue to grow and evolve into the best version of yourself.